Hi. So today I'm going to be washing in the rain. It sounds stupid. It's not really raining. It's just kind of gray. It rained all day. I'm going to be using the new bucket package. I'm going to be using the SOOPrinse can. I'm just trying a couple different things out. So I thought I'd record it and, you know, maybe somebody finds it interesting. I like watching people wash cars too. I like watching people wash cars too. That's the one. All right. So to start off, I've got the Mini Cooper behind me. Like I said, it's still a little rainy here, but everything's just kind of wet. So I'm going to start off, I've got a Marolex pump sprayer here. This has Brake Buster diluted 1-to-1 with deionized water in it. So I'm just going to go around, I'm going to kind of pre-rinse all of the wheels. There's one. I'm going to be using this is the Autofiber Barrel Blade. So we're gonna take that and clean out the wheels. I do really like this brush, actually. Mostly because it doesn't throw brake dust all over my shoes and my pants when I pull it out of these slots. And it's thin enough to get behind the brakes, as you can see. So I'll do that, get this edge. I do have one of those lambskin wheel mitts. I should try that out. All right, this thing's cool. So rinse this one off. All right, now I'm going to go and do the other wheels. On the front of this Mini, the brakes are a little too close to the barrel. I can't really get anything in between them, so that's the car should probably have 18s on it, but it has 17s, and they're from the other Mini that got wrecked, so. All right, so got all the wheels done. Now we're gonna rinse the car off. Just water. So now we're going to soap. So I've got Koch Chemie GSF. There's like 150 milliliters to 850 of water in here. And this is the SOOPrinse cannon from Amazon. It was cheap. And I'm just trying this out. I really like my MJJC Foam Cannon, but this has a clear bottle, which I like. So anyway. All right. I don't know, the foaming action on this isn't great. I wonder. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. SOOPrinse bottle, MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. All right, so I've got 2 buckets, 1 mitt, and I'm going to 1 panel at a time. There's the roof and the wing. Tuck it up in here, and then usually I'll flip the mitt over and get the glass. So top down, adjacent panels, and I make sure that I overlap. So see, just kind of touch the bottom of the mitt on the door, just like that. All right, so now we've got our wash, rinse, and we'll just do 1 panel at a time. Flip the mitt. All right, get our buckets out of the way here. So when I'm rinsing, I always go from the back to the front. The reason being because bugs hit and like splatter. So getting behind them helps you take them off easier. So that's the first rinse and the second rinse. This is the Milwaukee M12, or M18 rather. I know people say the Egos are better, but this is fine. And I have the Milwaukee ecosystem, so. So now the sun's coming out. I'm gonna pull the car in and we'll just dry it off the rest of the way inside. All right, so we're gonna continue drying it off. So Rag Company Gauntlet. This is the medium size. It's like 16 by 20, I think. I like this size. The big ones are a little too easy to hit the ground with. So I'm just gonna dry. And really I'm just focusing on kind of the heavy water. Grab the door jambs. Underside of the door. Top of the glass. Mirrors. Get around the gates. Like I said, with this, I'm just really concerned with the heavier amounts of water before I go over it with the drying aid and the other towel. Get the wheels. I have a smaller gauntlet as well that can be helpful for the wheels, but these, I wash these once a week. They come pretty clean. Just kind of use one side for the wheels and the other side for the car. All right, so now the car is, let's say, mostly dry. So what I'll do next is I'll grab a drying aid towel. This is a Rag Company FTW, 16 by 16. And I'm gonna use OG drying aid, which I like a lot. Dry with the OG drying aid. You honestly don't need a lot of this. And the more you put on, the more rags you're going to end up using. So I just kind of go over it, flip the rag, go over it again. All right. So now we'll kind of step down to the body panels, usually the hood first. That. We'll just repeat for all the other body panels. Now at this point, I'll generally just keep one of these in the car. And if I drive it somewhere or whatever, I'll look for any drips or anything like that. I'll just come out here in a couple hours and go over it one more time with the drying aid in the couple of spots where it did drip. We can do tire dressing now. So I use OG tire dressing with this is a Detail Factory curveball brush. I also use a 12x12 gauntlet microfiber. Just kind of rub the tire off. A little spray on there. Just kind of work this on the tire like that. All right, so here I am, all done. Car's washed, dried, tire dressing's applied, drying aid is applied, exterior of the windows is done. Now I can do the interior if I choose to. I don't do that every single week, but I'll generally vacuum out the floor mats at the bare minimum. And then I'll use interior cleaner and glass cleaner on the interior glass and the interior, like the dash. The tools really add to the enjoyability of doing this and make it so that I do it every week. Generally, every single week I will wash every car that we've driven. So this week, the Passport did not get driven at all. So the Mini will be washed, the Mercedes will be washed. Both those were driven in the rain, so I can't do a waterless wash or a rinseless wash. Or I probably could, but I don't want to risk it. So these will be actual water washes like I just did with the Mini. Now I just did the Mini from start to finish in 37 minutes while on the camera, while narrating, while not really moving at a fast pace. I can very easily do this in under 30 without the camera rolling and, you know, by myself without distractions, especially if I've got headphones in or I'm listening to something. You know, and at the end of the day, the car looks good. It's well maintained. You know, it lowers the depreciation, keeps it nice for the next guy. And I generally, you know, a lot of people notice the fact that my cars are always clean and will ask about it or, you know, whatever. So if that matters to you, I guess there's that piece too. But really, I just do it for me. I enjoy them being clean. I enjoy getting into a nice car. I don't keep cars very long, so I like to keep them nice so that, you know, the value of them is high and the depreciation as low as it possibly be. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll put links in the description to some of these products that I used. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to ask in the comments. You know, I continuously add new tools, new products to my arsenal and replace old products that I don't like anymore or maybe that aren't as good as what I just bought. So, you know, the Detail Factory Barrel Blade is a good example of that. The Detail Factory Reacher window cleaner is a really good example of that. I used Chemical Guys buckets for a long time. I finally bought OG buckets. I really like them. And I did a whole video on those and, you know, the value proposition behind them and that they are expensive, but they are kind of one of those things where you do kind of get what you pay for. So watch that video before you just, you know, blast me in the comments over that comment. The Mini's doing well. I'm going to put Pilot Sport 4s on it this year. It's going to need tires soon. And it's also going to get new brakes, which keeps getting delayed because I want to put pads and rotors on it as well. And it's like an extra $1,000. So I'm just waiting till these wear down a little bit further before I just throw them away. But I'm going to do EBC yellow pads, and I'm going to do probably ECS rotors, maybe EBC rotors. I don't know. I've looked back. I've gone back and forth on both of them. I'm also going to swap out to stainless steel lines at that time, and I'm going to swap out the fluid to modal. I think it's .5. I can't remember. It's whatever the better one is, like modal 600 is going to go in for the brake fluid. So I have all that stuff. I'm just waiting on, I have to order the pads and the rotors. And like I said, it's, I don't know, it's $850 plus tax and shipping. So it's like just under $1,000. So that's really about it. I'm going to put CarPlay in the car this year, I think. I don't know, I keep going back and forth on that. It's about 500 bucks, and I want to buy an M2 this year as well, so I'm probably going to have to sell the Mini to buy the M2, which means that I don't know how much further I want to invest in things that can't come off of the car. You know, brakes are one thing, they're kind of a wear item. So like if you sell the car and it needs brakes versus selling the car with brakes, like there's some retention of value there. The CarPlay thing, it only really matters if the next person cares about it, but I do want to try the retrofit and see how it works. So maybe I'll do that too. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll have yourself a great day.